One of my big goals is to improve my time management skills. I thought you would be the perfect person to ask for guidance about strategies and resources you have used that have been helpful to you. Yes. Okay, I absolutely do have strategies and resources, and Tessa and I talked back and forth about this, so she already knows the number one, but I'm going to say it to you guys anyway. Number one strategy is to have a morning routine. It's absolutely critical to get your day started feeling centered and balanced and grounded and like you've taken care of yourself, because the opposite is waking up feeling frantic and like you're already behind and flustered and out of control, and then your productivity is just down the drain. If you're waking up thinking, oh my gosh, I'm already late, then you forget things and you have to go back home, and then you forget to write the email you needed to write or whatever. Your life is just in a tailspin and you feel behind the eight ball the whole time. So I want to avoid that feeling as much as possible, and my morning routine helps me kind of check something off the list. It's like, okay, good job, Megan. You've meditated, you've exercised, you've done your gratitude journal, you feel like you're in control. And I have a blog post scheduled for sometime in late February, I think, about my updated morning routine. I like to update it every year for you guys because it's constantly changing. I don't think that it's that important what you actually do. I think it's just important that you have a routine. It could be 5 minutes, it could be an hour, but just centering yourself in the day really increases your productivity. More tactically, 3 more suggestions for you. Number 1, find a to-do list structure that really, really works well for you. I am always a paper person. I always have my to-do list on paper, but Evernote is great. There are plenty of other options. I have 2 strategies. Number 1, I divide it into 4 quadrants. Upper left corner is important and urgent. Upper right corner is important but not urgent. Lower left corner is urgent but not important, and lower right corner is not urgent and not important. Lower right corner just doesn't get done. If it's not urgent and it's not important, I forget about it unless I happen to miraculously be sitting there and say I have nothing to do, which has never happened. But that quadrant goes away. The only thing that I make myself do during the day is the upper left corner, and if it's not that and I'm working on something else, I'm emailing or whatever, I redirect my focus to that. Other people say divide your list into thirds. Top priority is what needs to get done today. Second priority is what might get done, and third priority is just not going to get done. Whatever it is for you, just find some strategy that keeps you on track with your to-do list and stick to that strategy. Writing it down almost always helps you stay on track. And be realistic about your to-do list. There is a great passage in a book called The Urban Monk talking about, I think they call it time compression syndrome. Basically, he's saying that if we expect to do more than we reasonably can do, we're feeling behind the eight ball, our stress is increased, and our productivity is really low. Next one, watch out for emails. Emails are a huge time suck. I have hour blocks on my calendar for when I'm going to do email, and I really try, although I'm not perfect at it, to not do email other than that. That can be really helpful. And then the last one, when you do a task, it expands to the time you give it. So if I am just sitting here and it's Friday afternoon and I have to work on a blog post, I could easily spend 5 hours on the blog post. But if I set a timer for myself for 30 minutes, I'm probably going to get it done in 30 minutes. And if I don't, it's going to be like 35. So set a timer and really tell yourself you're going to stick to that timer.